being able to help them out right where they live and do this event tonight has meant a lot to me, because I feel very fortunate to have been able to be associated with this place and that band at all. It was so absolutely devastated. I mean, this is something that you don't really see all that often from a thing like a tornado. And it really means a lot to me that something I do can help. And that's the thing about music. You wouldn't expect that, but it really is one of the few things that can actually help out and put a little bit of a Band-Aid on it. That's what's important about this. I mean, all of us could just donate some money, or, you know, donations are nice and they're very much needed, but at the same time, nothing says I love you like showing up. And all of these artists that showed up today are really doing that. They're saying we love you enough to come down here and give you a little bit of a distraction, and that's almost as necessary right now as any sort of monetary compensation that people can get.
Born and raised in the South, lived here my whole life, you know, and you have that Southern hospitality and all that stuff, and you just feel obligated to help. I just want to rock the crowd personally. You get to play 2 or 3 songs, so you just get up and, you know, get up dancing and having fun, and, you know, hopefully, you know, they remember that you played. It's really wild looking at the bill and talking to the bands just now, taking the picture. It's like, you know, what a great bill. And everybody from, you know, to have Alabama get back together, that's huge. You know, but then you're also gonna have the Commodores be kind of the house band, so you're gonna hear all those hits and everything. So what a night, what a great night for the fans, and it's a great night to raise money.
There's so many other people on the list of entertainers. You know, Dierks and Luke Bryan and Sheryl Crow, Martina, the Commodores, who's a group that I obviously grew up listening to and were a huge influence on me. So. Obviously, the cause is first and foremost the reason why we're here, but you know, when you read back that list of names and have the opportunity to share the same stage with them, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, you know, I mean, I think it's just human nature to want to help out in every way you can. You know, we've done several of them. I've done a couple in my home state of Missouri for the people that have needed it there. We did the CMT thing a few weeks back that was for the people down here in Alabama, and then obviously this. And you know, I just think that, you know, it should be at least second nature for you to try to help and want to help, you know, whenever, not only it's convenient, but whenever you can.
I never thought that I would be at this point, but once you get here, it's what you do with it. You know, it's the impression you leave behind, and I'm just, you know, at the point finally now in my life where I'm able to be on that platform in order to have a voice, in order to help people. And when you have a bunch of people that come together that have that same voice, you can get a lot accomplished. And I think they said they're going to raise over $2 million tonight for Alabama, and that's pretty awesome. You know, there's a lot of people that need help, and it takes, you know, you don't just rebuild it in a day. It takes time to do that. But like I said, I think when you have so many people come together to help out, you know, it makes it a lot easier, and that's good. That's what we're doing here.
This is indescribable. I mean, we have never been a part of anything like this before.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. All these people that are playing we're huge fans of, all of them. The Commodores.
Country music fans are so loyal and so generous, and so I know for us, the moment that it happened, because we're so deeply connected to not just Birmingham, but Alabama. Jenny's from Summerton, and Kimberly and I went to school here, and we wanted to do something. Like, what could we do that would really matter? I mean, people are really suffering and trying to put their lives back together piece by piece, and so tonight I think they're hoping they're going to end up at $2.3 million on money that they've raised, and that's going to do these people a lot of good.
When I was actually out west with McGraw, and they asked me to do this thing, so I jumped on a plane and flew back, and I leave tomorrow going back out to Idaho. So it was something that we just felt like we had to do, and I wanted to support and do anything we can do to get things back going. I was a part of Nashville Rising, and it seemed like it was such a great thing for the city of Nashville, and to be a part of this is pretty special too. And it's just a great night of music. It's a way to hopefully take people's minds away. Music and the arts and stuff like music are great things to kind of help people heal and move on. And I'm glad to certainly be a part of the night and be, to be associated with all the other artists that are here tonight doing the same. It's just this area has been so good to me and has put me in this position to be a country music singer and performer, and so it's the least I can do to come down here and give a little bit of my time. It's really an honor, and it's something that, like I said, you just got to come to the calling when asked, and we just hope we can raise some money and help some families out.
It's that sense of community. That's what country music is. The fact that this community, jumped in. I think they said this place sold out in less than an hour or something. It's like the song, "These Are My People." One of those things, where the worst of times brings out the best in people.
And that's one of the greatest things about the country music format is when major crisis happens, no matter how big or how small, the community is always there regardless of where it's at to come out and help out. And Eddie and I are so proud to be a part of that.
And that's why this is the greatest country in the world, baby. Because I tell you what, man, no matter what happens, we'll bend a little bit, but we won't break. And when it happens, everybody from all over the country, baby, will come help. And
there is a Southern hospitality about the Southern states, but I think it doesn't matter where you're at in America. I think when devastation happens, communities tend to pull together. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing about America, like Eddie was saying. We all pull together in times of need when we have to have everybody's back. We would like to think that there's quick fixes, but it's not. It takes time.
Because that's what all of us are, everyday people.
Yeah. And it's almost like tonight we're the Band-Aid, and everything that comes from this is the medicine that will heal the rest of Alabama.
It's an ongoing process. I mean, rebuilding is, takes, I just try to sit down one day and process what it would be like to lose everything and have to start over. Where do you stay? How do you go about building a new house? How do you go about, finding clothes and food and water? I mean, it's just crazy. And I think that once you get those immediate needs filled, there's still long-term needs. And so we need to remember that we need to keep giving and keep these people in our thoughts and prayers. This country music family is willing to reach out and help their fans.
That's what we're here for, is try to raise some money. As soon as we talked that night, me and Randy, this morning we talked, and he said, "We got to do something." I said, "Yeah, every what we can do." So I mean, we're in to try to help. That's the reason we're here, is to try to help those people and not worry about anything else except try to come out here and make some music and raise some money for these folks.
It's going to be like a historical kind of night for our state and for the people that are hurting so much. I think that our hope and our wishes are that it'll be, where that people understand, hey, people really do care about us.
30 years of rehearsal. It's kind of like riding a bicycle. You just get back on and start pedaling again,
Hopefully you just don't have to do it for events like this where there's money needed,
Well, you're just proud that, like they said, that we're able to raise the money that we have here, and that all the other country music stars have stepped up to the plate and offered their services. So we're just a part of it here tonight, and very proud to be a part of it.
This is not about us. This is about the people, and we're very, very humbled that the response has been like it is. It's been, like I said, I've been amazed. I'm sure Jeff and Teddy have too. Just at the quality and how big these stars are, and they come down here to be part of this. And I think the response speaks for itself from the folks of Alabama.